Today we're going to be learning about Harriet Tubman, who saved hundreds of slaves when she was working as an Underground Railroad conductor. And we're going to talk about what that means today. So first of all, Harriet's early life. She was born in 1822 in Maryland, and Maryland had slaves at the time, and she was born as a slave. She was abused, and one of her owners hit her really hard in the head, and it affected her for her whole life. But despite this, she was still able to escape, and she escaped in 1849 to Philadelphia, and then the first thing she did was return to Maryland and save her family. And then after this, she went on about 13 rescue missions, and she didn't lose a single person during this time. This is another picture of Harriet Tubman. So like I said, all of those were successful missions. She was known as Moses by some people because she went in and rescued the slaves just like Moses did in the Bible. So she was known as an Underground Railroad conductor because the Underground Railroad was a way that people were saved from slavery. So it wasn't an actual railroad with trains, and it wasn't actually underground. It was a system of houses that slaves would go to, and those people would hide them, and they would go from house to house until they got to a place where slavery wasn't allowed, and so then they would be free. And then also during the Civil War, Harriet Tubman was in the Army, and she was armed, and during this time she also led a mission where she saved about 700 slaves. So she saved a lot of people from slavery. And then after the Civil War, she also worked for the women's right to vote. And then she did die in 1913, and now they announced that she'll be on the $20 bill. So you'll see her on the $20 bill. So Harriet Tubman saved a lot of people from slavery, and she worked on the Underground Railroad through that time. Thanks you guys for listening today. I'll see you next time.